Hello and welcome to today's unboxing. This week we're going to open up and take a look at the AFV Club British CVR Scorpion. Originally released in 1996, this is the 2010 reboxing. Enough waffling, let's take a look at what you get in the box. It's a lift top box. Inside you have a set of instructions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags, a piece of photo etch, a turned aluminum gun barrel, and a set of decals. Let's open the bags and see what the plastic's like. Okay. We'll look at sprue A to begin with, which is the biggest sprue in the box. This consists of the upper and lower hull halves, front and rear hulls, engine vent covers, and the rear stowage box, as well as one of the hull side stowage boxes, driver's hatch and driver's periscope. Nicely moulded, there's a few knockout marks. Not bad for a 1996 kit. Okay. Sprue D consists of the suspension units for the vehicle. So included is the cable rail, wing mirrors, and some stowage tools. Again, nicely moulded, very little flash present, if any, to be honest with you. And there's one of these supplied in the kit. This is the wheel sprue, sprue C. 2 of these in the box. On this you get the choice of dry sprockets and return rollers, idler wheels, sorry, depending on what era of vehicle you're building. There's some nice road wheels. Also on this sprue are the side storage boxes for the turret, mud guards for the front, wheel hubs, smoke dischargers, vision blocks for the turret, small fittings for the rest of the turret and hull, including the side lights, fire extinguishers, front mounted lights and towing lugs. Again, there are 1 or 2 ejector pin marks present, but absolutely no flash. This is a lovely little kit. Highly recommend this. Now we have the turret sprue. Sprue B, consisting of upper and lower hulls halves of the turret floor plate, various turret fittings including the mantlet the elevating mantlet, commander and gunner's hatches, smoke discharger units, bump stops, and a few other little tiny pieces. Again, there's a few ejector pin marks present on the inside faces of things that are going to be hidden, but absolutely no flash. This is a lovely little kit. And finally we have the last plastic sprue. This is sprue E. This is pertinent to the Scorpion. It has the rear turret box, the mantlet for the Scorpion, the searchlight for the Scorpion, and various other turret fittings specifically geared for the Scorpion kit. The scimitar kit is identical, but this sprue is slightly different. Again, a few knockout marks, but absolutely no flash present at all. Some nicely rendered bolt details on the back of the turret box and on the side of the box. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, the one drawback I found with this kit is the horrible 1996 vintage rubber band tracks. I have been told there is a trick when you glue these together with your super glue or whatever adhesive you choose on these, to stick this in some hot water, and that allows you to stretch it slightly, and then as it cools it shrinks back, and they're a little bit tight on the wheels. But there's two of those. Other options for changing them up are available from full model, and including AFV Club, who do both the early and the late versions of these as workable track length. Of photo etched devil's metal, which basically is a perforated exhaust guard, or exhaust shroud. There's a folding piece for the communications reel, and this little piece here is for mounting the bump stop for the commander's hatch. Not a lot of photo etch. It is a very nice turned aluminium metal gun barrel. Only options supplied in the kit, and it's nicely detailed. Also in the kit are a set of decals depicting 3 vehicles. There's full register. Again, the camera may not pick these up very well, but okay, excellent. So let's take a look at the assembly sequence. Okay, page 1 of the instructions in English, basically a potted history of the vehicle and some information regarding its characteristics. Page 1 is instructions in Taiwanese, the usual indicators of how to build the model, the colour callouts in Mr. Hobby, Mr. Colour, Mr. Colour Spray, Humble and Revel. Step 1. Oops, it's not a booklet, it's a set of pages. Okay. Step 1 is assembly of the lower hull, assembly of the wheels, fitting of the wheels, and options for the light arrangements at the front of the vehicle. Step 3 is the attachment of the upper hull, the rear of the hull, the idler wheels, the exhaust, the side box, and some additional storage on the vehicle. Stage 5 is assembly of the tools on the left hand side, or driver's side mounted box. Stage 6 is assembly of the rear storage basket, fitting of the NBC pack, and various assemblies for the turret. Stage 7 is the turret. Again, you have an option using the same components for what options you're going to fit onto the turret of the vehicle. Stage 8 is the fitting of the vision blocks on the turret, smoke dischargers, and your options for the turret. Stage 9 is fitting of the mantlet, and the upper turret fittings, hatches, radio gear, smoke dischargers, and vision optics. Stage 10 is how to make an antenna. Stage 11 is fitting the tracks and the mudguards and the gun barrels. And stage 12 finally is the colour schemes. You have a United Nations rule, British Army, all white. You have the Royal Hussars in dark green and flat black. You have the British Army in Desert Storm, the Belgian Army, and the Spanish Marine Corps. So 5 options in the kit. Oh, and what's this? It's a piece of plastic. All told, a nice little kit. Builds up nicely. There are a few aftermarket accessories on the market for these. That generally improves the kit. But this is a nice little kit. Trust me, I have built a few of these. So with that, that's this week's unboxing. Take care, stay tuned, and join me again next week. Bye!